Bitcoin is creating a major falling wedge pattern right now here, and on today's update video, I will be exactly discuss the criteria for a breakout of this next major breakout on Bitcoin. I'm gonna be exactly discuss the Bitcoin CME gap and what are the expectations for the upcoming period this week. I will be talking about many other important patterns we need to talk about right now, and of course, I'm gonna be talking about the most important downtrends we are literally retesting right now here. So without any further ado, guys, today's update video will be packed with important information you have probably not heard about yet here, and yes, I need to discuss it today here. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. And before I'm going to be doing a deep dive in towards Bitcoin, guys, I really also do think that if I'm going to be talking about a major trading opportunity, Ethereum really comes in mind right now here, because Ethereum is creating also, just like Bitcoin, a major falling wedge pattern right now here. And I can assure you one thing here, this pattern, it's purely technical what I'm speaking right now here, but this pattern and this exact structure we are currently creating, we've created many times before. And in my over 7 to 8 years of experience in trading crypto, this has been one of the best patterns to actually trade a long position in, and the compression is so great here that I have also right now opened a major long position on Ethereum. So I really think ETH is going to be exploding next year. And honestly, if I'm looking at Bitcoin right now here, we can see that we're creating a similar pattern, only a little bit in a bigger perspective, right? So we can see first we created this major downward sloping trend line right here. Now that trend line, of course, flipped us into support afterwards, and we are still creating the downward sloping resistance line here on the top side. So basically for Bitcoin, this breakout will be getting confirmed whenever we do see a clear break above the previous high and of course above the downward sloping trend line. So whenever we confirm above 105,000 US dollars, I really do think we're going to see a bigger continuation higher. And in all honesty, guys, we do still have a CME gap trading above us, and usually 99% of the times we tend to fill up these gaps here within like the first few days of creation. And since it's right now Wednesday, it usually doesn't really take much longer before we fill up these gaps here. So honestly, I'm quite excited for Bitcoin right now here, because it should be quite an easy breakout trade if we do see the confirmation coming in here. And if I'm really going to be talking about price targets for Bitcoin, such a price target of a falling wedge here has got a price target somewhere around 112 towards maybe 113, 14,000 US dollars. So I'm very excited for the breakout to be coming. And of course, for me to be opening up the trade over there, not only on Bitcoin, but also on Ethereum, because I think that Ethereum, its chart looks even more compressed than Bitcoin. And that could, of course, cause even bigger breakouts. And whenever Ethereum is going to be breaking out, guys, the price target for such a pattern is going to be on the top side of the wedge here, which is going to be somewhere around 4,000 US dollars, which in my opinion is a very beautiful price target to be hitting. The weekly / monthly seller exhaustion is really coming in for the Bitcoin price again here. And actually every single time once this indicator has showed us a signal, we've always created a bottom. So that is actually very interesting to be seeing right now, since it is literally flashing once again here. And honestly, if we're just going to be comparing these cycles towards each other, Bitcoin has not really done something comparable towards the previous ones here. And yeah, I am very much a believer of the 4-year cycle. And if I'm believing in the 4-year cycle, it really does mean that we're going to be having at least another 100 to 200 days of a bull market. And yeah, if that were to be playing out, we should be in for some major gains here. So I'm a big believer of the 4-year cycle. So I do still believe Bitcoin is going to probably go a little bit higher from off this point here. And if we must be believing the RSI and the similar structures like we did in 2024, we could be very well right now create a very interesting bottom. And of course, it really also depends if Trump is, of course, going to be announcing that Bitcoin or crypto strategic reserve here. But of course, the expectations are that he will be doing so. And I'm very excited for whenever this is, of course, going to be happening. Because whenever this does happen, I do really believe we're going to get some very, very exciting price action on Bitcoin. So very much looking forward towards what is going to be happening next year. Then on the spot Bitcoin ETF here, we once again didn't saw that much inflows here. Yesterday totaling in about $18 million worth of inflows. Not really worth the mention, to be very honest. But yeah, it's still, of course, going to be discussing it. But yeah, you can basically see on Bitcoin that we're seeing somewhat of a new compression getting created after we somewhat created that bottom right here. Bitcoin, of course, starting to be bouncing back towards the upside, and now we're creating that falling wedge pattern before we're having that next breakout towards the upside again here. So ultimately, I think we're looking very strong. Historically, also February has been one of the strongest months for cryptocurrencies in general. And of course, like I stated many times before, guys, we do need somewhat of an catalyst for Bitcoin to really go very much higher from off this point, and the Bitcoin strategic reserve could be something that could be a major catalyst for the market, of course. So very much looking forward towards that here. And guys, if you want to be trading just like I am right now doing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, have some big trades open on some layer 2s, you can right now get, of course, some insane deposit bonuses if you right now check it out in the link description of today's video. Because guys, if you right now sign up an account using the highest link below, guys, you will be signing up an account to Blofin, and you will be able to get this insane deposit bonus where you can literally get a free Porsche 911, which is, in my opinion, quite insane here. And of course, Blofin is definitely the best exchange to trade on. They have great liquidity, they have great leverage and great listings, and make sure to check it out if it's available in your region. But if it is, make sure to start trading over there. I want to be diving further in towards the content, and of course, I'm not going to be going necessarily over the fact that indeed Bitcoin is getting more scarce and scarce, because we already know that is of course happening like every single time here. But what we do know here is that the Bitcoin dominance is still rising. Ethereum is creating a major compression, and if we're just looking at this cycle and what Ethereum has done in many times before as well here, is just something very similar like we're seeing right now here. And just like Solana has also done here, such a structure is right now the total crypto market cap, excluding the top 10, also getting created. So we're seeing really a very big compression. We're seeing a very big consolidation, and really the entire altcoin market cap is looking like it's about to be breaking out anytime soon here. And we're just in the beginning stage of that parabolic rally higher. And now, like, most of the signals are starting to flip bearish. But yeah, just like in 2020, like just moments before that happened, we actually went in towards that major rally higher. So I'm very excited for what is about to be happening next there as well, because the last time that happened, actually that was the beginning of the major altcoin season. And yeah, if we're just going to be looking at the timing, yeah, the Bitcoin dominance is still very strong here. But in terms of timing, it doesn't really make all too much sense that we're going to go much higher for the altcoin market. So really, it doesn't really matter if you bought altcoins over here or over here, because if the Bitcoin dominance eventually comes down to 37%, guys, yeah, you did a great job anyway. So yeah, this is really a thing I'm very excited for, and I do really think we could be in for some very great price action. So this was it once again for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.